Leo, welcome to your mid-June tarot reading. My power is out. I'm using my camera's light, so let's just go ahead and get this reading done. And the power is supposed to be restored out here soon. I really wish I had a generator. We really need one. Need to have an outlet installed on the house so I can have some place to plug it into. So I'm inquiring about that. So here we go. Let's just do this reading and see what is going on with you, Leo. All right. We're going to do this reading. Ooh, determination. That feels like a 10 of wands right there. Nothing's going to stop you now. What was that? Jefferson Starship? Yeah. That was in the movie The Mannequin, right? Yeah, I think so. It's a really good movie. Very good movie. So here we go. What are you determined about, Leo? Are you going to let me know in this reading? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, Futura. Oh, boy. This is cool. Look at that shadow. Okay. She who divines Futura, future, choice, and judgment. Hmm. Uh, I think, didn't you have a reading that talked about your psychic abilities? Maybe Leo. I'm trying to remember. I do so many readings, not sure, but yeah. I ooh, you've got some kind of psychic abilities here, or just a knowing. You might be looking to tarot. I think you might even be doing your own tarot, which is awesome. Definitely do that for yourself. You want to be, do check-in energies because things do fluctuate and change, but you're determined on having like the outcome you want. Why is this upside down? I don't know. Clarity. It's interesting. This is green. It's more like the heart chakra. So banish the fog of illusion. That is a 7 of Cups right there, kind of a mysterious thing. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. Banish the fog of illusion. There may have been at some point a feeling that you couldn't see how to get somewhere, how to proceed, how to move forward. There could have been, I don't know, maybe some, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say confusion, but maybe not seeing the process fully. I think you know where you want to end up, right? But maybe you're not so sure how to get there, possibly, you know? And a vision board would probably be very helpful, but also being open to guidance from the universe, because you could have a specific goal in mind for something you want to achieve or accomplish, but it's that in between, it's the journey that I feel like we need to be flexible with that, because the universe can bring us these synchronicities in ways that we can't really expect. So I get a feeling of you being determined but flexible. Be open to the opportunities. What? Look at that. 7 of Cups. Banish the fog of illusion. Guys, this is no joke. This stuff is real messages from spirit. That's why they confirm themselves. I'm just a messenger. I'm just picking up on those energies and transmitting it to you. So here we are. Oh, look at that. 2 sevens. This is that adjustments, trying to figure out, what you need to do. So be open to adjustments right here. I'm definitely feeling that energy. And wow, look at that. The Hanged Man, that's Pisces energy. It's watery. It's, you know, you are really looking for, really wanting to see things. I think you're open to that, seeing things differently, of that experience, of being open to it. I think you are. And you might be taking some time out there, time out, maybe meditation, to try to figure out this path to navigate it. is what I'm seeing, because we do have these two sevens here. And like I said, sevens are a mysterious number. There is some illusion there, or you feel like foggy, not sure how things are going to go, but be open to the process is what I'm feeling. That's a big message for you. Be flexible. Leo, look at that. You're here. You're here. It made me think of Horton Hears a Who when they're saying, we are here. We are here. You're here. And look at this. Guess what? Clarity. Look at you. These two. Oh my God, I'm so excited. These two cards are that right there. This is you banishing the fog of illusion. This is you seeing clearly which choice to make. And oh, yeah, there's that 10 of Wands. Like I said with that one, there it is. Holy smokes, you guys. I just might be psychic. And look at this Fool energy. You know, I love the Fool. I'm always talking about how much I love this energy, this happy go lucky, carefree, you know, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. I don't really feel like this is so much a leap of faith, but this is you going for something, because I think it's in your future. You just know it. You know it. You know it. And I think how you come to this clarity is by taking this time out, this hangman energy, where you just maybe sit in stillness, or maybe you're doing tarot, or you're watching these videos for confirmation. You might be watching several different ones, and those messages are in alignment. They might be coming through different people, like me and others, but it's giving you that same confirmation and feedback that you're searching for. And we have enlightenment here, which is right here. You are seeing clearly which options are the best and what is meant for you. You are banishing the fog of illusion. You're opening your eyes to your inner truth, your inner truth. And there's, wow, so much determination here with this 10 of Wands. You are prepared to see this through, to reach your goals. Absolutely. And the thing I really love about this, excuse me, with this 7 of Pentacles, is being open to making adjustments. That is a big deal, because when we start a project, we start working on something, we don't know. There could be hiccups, there could be things that happen that not really throws you off course, but you might just need to tweak things. Adjustments are possibly required here, and you're fine with it. You're like, yep, let's just do what we need to do and keep going. There is this energy here of a second win, of seeing that finish line, completion, a job, well done. I mean, I feel like you're putting everything, all your passion into this. You're working hard for it, or you will be. That is the energy around you, that, you may not be completing it here, but what you're putting in, all your effort, every single bit, And like I said, these don't come this and then this and then this. This is kind of the soup that you're in, of just taking a risk. I don't really feel like it's so much a leap of faith. I think you believe in this, and I think that this is what is meant for you, Leo. Absolutely. You have in this enlightenment here. That's why we have this beautiful, almost sun. It's an aha moment. And yeah, you're going to go for it, and you're going to put everything into this. When you ask for clarity, you want clarity, and you have that much determination to do this. I mean, this is a card that says Futura, but look at that stare. This is really amazing, Leo. I love this so far. I like the fire energy that's coming through, the hopefulness, the sheer determination to succeed here, to have whatever this is that you're going for. Yeah, I really like it. I really, really do. I hope our electric gets restored soon. We have the Page of Cups now. Look at that. It's a very sweet energy. That is all of the water signs combined, holding the Ace. This is that newness, It's starting out. Ooh, oh my goodness. We have Capricorn here, the devil right at the center. You could be just full on obsessed with this in a good way so far. Eight of Swords. You know what? I'm not surprised. When you have this much determination and focus, and you're just really wanting this so much, and it means so much to you, you know, um, there could be some worry, but let's see what happens here. What's going on with that Eight of Swords? Don't forget to use your intuition. Not everything is as it appears. Use your intuition. We had a whole chunk fly out there. I hope I have enough battery to do these last two readings of the week. I think I do. So I try to keep my stuff charged up because we tend to lose power out here in the country a lot. All right, let's see. Bam. Oh, more Capricorn energy. Okay. I like that this is coming out too, because I feel like that's, this the devil energy, the world card, it to me, it's saying this is Capricorn energy. This is hardworking, you're disciplined, you're really putting the work in here. And look at that. We have the Empress and we have the Five of Swords. Okay. Wow, the wind is making a strange sound around my windows. It almost sounds like a deep moan or a howl. You know, this Page of Cups, if ooh, we have electricity. We have electricity, y'all. For a bit, it might go out again. There's my light. Okay, let's cross our fingers and hope it stays. So look at this leap of faith, right? Leaping right through. We have the world here. Now the world is this is the end of the fool's journey, right? But we have them coming out like this. So I think you realize that by taking this leap of faith, if you want to call it that, I really think you understand what this opportunity, what this you doing this really means for you. It is opening a portal. You're stepping through this. Look, so let me get this out. The Fool is that 0 point energy. If you look up 0 point energy, it talks about how that is where everything comes from, almost like an egg, right? And so you're new, right? That's that Page of Cups, full of your heart's desire and love and emotion for this, and about to just squeaky clean, almost like a babe is what I'm getting. Very fresh, very new, walking into this new opportunity, and with a lot of hope and a lot of emotion in this is what I'm feeling. Really starting this journey. This could be a new beginning for a lot of you. That's what I'm feeling there. Just, you're going to do it. You're just going to go for it. So we have the Devil and the Empress. Wow, what a combination. And because we have all these good cards here, all these good cards, and we have the World, we have this Capricorn energy, and what I'm feeling from that is the good parts of the Capricorn, and for the Devil, I think we are really pulling in on, when I say obsession, I just mean that in the best way, that this is what you want and you are going after it. You are going to put in the hard work. You are creating something right here with this more earth energy, nurturing and loving and caring, very abundant, very fertile energy. But it's being guided by this singular, I feel like this is a singular focus. It does teeter on obsession. This is all you think about. This is all you want. There's nothing else on your mind. I'm not getting anything toxic here. I'm not feeling anything, like bad habits or anything like that. The only thing I'm getting from this card is how badly you want this. because this is desire, right? That's just what I'm feeling, because she's very sensual too. She likes the better things in life. She likes to live well. And so there is that element here of pleasure, that you're enjoying this. This is something that you enjoy on almost a sinful level. Okay? And there's really nothing wrong with that. When we enjoy what we do, we get great pleasure out of it. Sometimes people think that things come to you through, hard, tough work, and it's no, you're putting in the hard work. You are showing up every day. That's that Capricorn energy. Like I said, I'm feeling that very fully in this reading. But it's almost sinful to you that you get to do this. Does that make sense? You're fulfilling some almost childlike pleasure. It makes me think of The Simpsons when they passed by that, it was the puppy candy and fireworks store. I mean, it just, this thing that you're creating, it's fulfilling some deep desires within you, is what I'm feeling with that. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to keep harping on the same thing there. The Eight of Swords showing up here is a little weird. I think there, with this Eight of Swords, it's just saying trust your intuition. Just follow your intuition here. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about naysayers and what anybody else says. Don't get caught up in people saying, well, you've never done that before, or, we have this Page of Cups energy, this new energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. And it could be thoughts of, well, on your own. Well, I've never really done this before. It's okay. You will learn as you go. Kind of a Queen of Wands feel there. But trust your intuition here. Trust it. And trust your intuition. If you do end up crossing the path of a devil, just keep going. Don't dawdle, don't entertain anybody that might happen to be toxic. Don't do that. Just keep going. Stay on your focus. Stay on what you're focused on. But we have this need for intuition, and we also have taking a risk. Again, it feels risky. Why does this feel risky? Because I feel like you already see the outcome here. You have a vision for it. For some of you, this could be someone trying to cross your path that may not have your best intentions. It could be possibly the devil energy here. Do be careful with the company that is around you right now. If you're starting to feel wishy-washy about something, trust it. That's what this is saying. Because this person, if they are in that negative devil energy, I don't think they're going to be helpful to you. They're just looking on how they can come out on top. Okay. So do be careful with that. That's a warning for some of you, because if you have this great idea, whatever, I'm not really certain what this is. It's not really telling me. It's just giving me the generalities here. But if it's as big and amazing as I think it is, your enthusiasm and your talent could attract some people who might just want to, not really so much take it from you, but I'm going to call it succeed or ride your coattails. That's what it is. I wouldn't allow that kind of energy, and just trust your intuition with these people. If they seem, not trustworthy, then there you go. Trust your intuition. All right. Let's see. I'm not getting any flippers, so let's just go ahead and go. Oh, Page of Pentacles. You have, quite a bit of earth coming up here. I'll move my camera in just a second. The Chariot. This came out in the same spot for Aries. I like that. That is Cancer energy. And wow, Saggy right here, Wheel of Fortune. I think you're going to, if this is a person right here that you're crossing, this devil with this Five of Swords, I don't think they're going to get anything over on you, because look, you've got clarity, you've got intuition. I'm going to go down. Whoop. There we go. I don't want to pull it back too far because then the camera would be like right in my face. All right. So let's see what is crossing these energies here. Oh, I'm so glad electricity came back on. Whole of our small town was out. Anyway, let's see what is crossing these energies here. You have so much focus and determination. Okay, now you have the Empress and the Hierophant. Both Taurus energy, a lot of earth here. A lot of earth coming through for you. Maybe you have earth in your chart, possibly, or a lot of grounding. Really focused on what you're building here. Ooh, baby, victory. Look at that. Ace of Swords on the Chariot. And now we have the Four of Cups. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. All right. So, Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I feel like because we have these pages coming out. So, and the Fool, and we have this Sun card. So, it's this youthful energy around you right now, Leo. A lot of hope, a lot of newness here. Because this Page of Pentacles is like the guardian of this seed, of this idea. And once again, looking out with these really hopeful eyes, so much optimism. And we have this Hierophant here. So you could be looking for a mentor, a guide. This could be a blessing coming in for you, something that you asked the universe for. You could be getting this blessing of sort, something like that. We do have a path to mastery. I'm feeling with this page being crossed by the Hierophant. Someone may be willing to teach you their trade, their craft. Um, there's learning here, a lot of learning, because the Page of Pentacles is very studious, very earthly, wanting to learn, and we have this energy here of someone teaching you, and you potentially becoming the master at some point. You're not going to give up on this. That is for certain. There's tons of determination here and focus. And I really like it. You got tons of earth energy here. And look at this victory. I think if anyone a charlatan was try to cross your path here, you're blessed. You have clarity, and you're just not going to fall for it, Leo. You can see through people and their motivations for things. So I'm not worried about that at all. You have so much focus and determination here. It's really, I feel like it's off the charts. You've got the Chariot here. Despite a storm going on outside of you, if there was, you are determined to have this victory. You are connected with this. It's like a divine antenna to your inner truth, your wisdom, and you think about it. You're on this Chariot here. You've got this Ace of Swords by you. If anything tried to get in your way, you would cut it out. This is victory right here. You have two cards of victory right here. I love it. And I'm getting a message here. The Wheel of Fortune is luck, serendipity, things going in your favor. It's luck. It's Sagittarius energy. But combined with this, it's saying be careful what you wish for. Sometimes what we think we want, when we get it, it's not as fulfilling as we think. So there is an aspect here, Leo, of you getting anything you want. It almost has a genie kind of trickster feel to it. And that might be where that devil energy is coming from too. Case in point, little things. You can manifest little things. I tell the universe, I speak out loud to the universe, my goals, my wishes, the things that I would like to have in the future. And sometimes it's just little things that I'm not even really that tied up to. It's just something I would want. And I was telling my son a few days ago that I really like those old diving helmets, the ones that are, those copper or brass, probably brass. You know those big chunky things? Hold on just a second. Let me get something. And so I've always wanted one of those chunky diving helmets. And then this came up. I'm going to show you. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. This is not exactly what I wanted, but I got this um, as a gift. And so sometimes the universe brings us things in such a weird way. So that's what I'm getting here. This is about being very certain about what you want, being very certain. And, but also with this luck card, if you come into this period of not being happy with what you've manifested or just things that are going on in your life, there's always more. This is that little bit extra. This is just a reminder that the universe is always offering things. So, yeah, if you ever feel like you're down on your luck, it's all about your perspective. You know what I'm saying? The universe is always open for business. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's what I'm hearing. It's always open. So do be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. It has that gin feeling to it. So idle hours, take some time out to lie in the emerald grass. And you know what they say about idle hands or the devil's workshop? Get that robot devil energy there with that. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So we have owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Ooh wee. Broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. For some of you, you might be crossing someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart. Okay? Because I feel like you have all this promise, all this eagerness. And, if this is on the dark side here, I do feel like you're going to come out on top of this, but you might have to learn a lesson with, trusting your intuition and not being tempted to go for something that's just not right. Or they might, if they ask you to do something that just isn't what you're wanting to do, just say no. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, yeah, there could be that there. Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. So do keep your friends close. Yeah, there could be somebody here who's not being honest about what they're offering you. So do get second opinions, third opinions. If it just doesn't feel right, just move on. There are other opportunities. It almost makes me feel like, Leo, like if you were trying out, I don't know why I'm getting this particular story, but if you're new to Hollywood and you're wanting to get started in the business and someone's like, well, we need some nudes or something like that. No, they don't. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from it. Send them pictures of somebody else. So many gross people out there. So we have Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Yeah, it does. Think about that. That is so true. Happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. There we have it. Inner discourse when facing a decision today. Ooh. Pause and ask yourself, what would my wisest self advise? I love these cards. Like a wise mentor conversing with a student. We have that here. Inner discourse helps us examine our thoughts critically. This is about real-time mental processing, not past reflection. So this is that Futura right there. She who divines. You are divining about your own life here, Leo. And you're projecting your thoughts in the future. Very similar to Aries. Very similar, I have to say. You are thinking ahead. What would my future self do? How is these decisions going to affect my future self or non-decisions? So there's that right there. Overall, this is a great reading, Leo. You have victory here. This is awesome. I love this. Let me know if you love it too. If you resonate with this, hit that like button, share, subscribe, And thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.